Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of today's GK. Let's begin with previous day's practice question. Question was, consider the following statements regarding the TTP's based cybercrime investigation framework. 1. It was developed by Interpol. 2. It tracks and classifies cybercrimes, identifies evidence chains, and maps evidence for convicting criminals. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option B, 2 only. Recently, IIT Kanpur developed a TTP's based cybercrime investigation framework. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. It tracks and classifies cybercrimes, identifies evidence chains, and maps evidence for convicting criminals. Hence, statement 2 is correct. TTPs stands for Tactics, Techniques, and Procedures. It is the term used by cybersecurity professionals to describe the behaviors, processes, actions, and strategies used by a threat actor to develop threats and engage in cyber attacks. It is a tool for apprehending cyber criminals' modes of operations in a crime execution life cycle. It can also compare modus operandi, that is, mode of operation used in different crimes, manage user roles, and track activity for crime paths. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Now let's begin today's session. First question is, consider the following statements regarding the monoclonal antibodies. 1. They are created in the laboratory. 2. They can be designed to recognize and bind to a particular target molecule with great precision. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Recently, India reached out to Australia seeking to restock monoclonal antibody doses to combat the Nipah virus. Monoclonal antibodies, also called MOABs or MABs, are proteins made in laboratories that act like proteins called antibodies in our bodies. The word monoclonal refers to the fact that the antibodies created in the laboratory are clones. They are exact copies of one antibody. Hence, statement 1 is correct. They can be designed to recognize and bind to a particular target molecule with great precision. This specificity reduces the risk of unintended side effects. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Antibodies are parts of our immune system. They seek out the antigens, foreign materials, and stick to them in order to destroy them. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, Tungareshwar Wildlife Sanctuary was recently seen in the news. It is associated with which state? Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, or Uttarakhand? The correct answer is option A, Maharashtra. Recently, a project on the 4.6 kilometer long underground tunnel for crossing the Tungareshwar Wildlife Sanctuary has been completed. It is located in the Palghar district of Maharashtra, 75 km away from Mumbai. It forms a corridor between Sanjay Gandhi National Park and Tansa Wildlife Sanctuary. It is characterized by hilly terrain, dense forest, and small rivers or streams. There are 3 different types of forest: dry deciduous, moist deciduous, and semi-evergreen. It is home to several species of trees including teak, bamboo, and mango. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding INS Sumedha. 1. It was indigenously designed and built by Goa Shipyard Limited. 2. It is the third ship of the Saryu class naval offshore patrol vessels, or NOPV. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Recently, the Indian Navy ship Sumedha participated in exercise Bright Star 23 with multiple other navies in the Mediterranean Sea. It was indigenously designed and built by Goa Shipyard Limited. Hence, statement 1 is correct. INS Sumedha is the third ship of the indigenously built Saryu class naval offshore patrol vessels. Hence, statement 2 is correct. It was commissioned into the Indian Navy on 7th March 2014. It is part of the Indian Navy's Eastern Fleet, based at Visakhapatnam. With a range of 6,000 nautical miles, that is 11,000 km at 16 knots, the offshore patrol vessel is suitable for extended missions and operations. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following countries. 1. Egypt, 2. Sudan, 3. Niger. Which of the above given countries has a border with Libya? 1 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 2 only, or 1, 2 and 3? The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Recently, the death toll in Libya's coastal city of Derna has soared to 11,300 as search efforts continue following a massive flood fed by the breaching of two dams in heavy rains. Libya is bounded by the Mediterranean Sea on the north, Egypt on the east, Sudan on the southeast, Niger and Chad on the south, and Tunisia and Algeria on the west. Over 90% of Libya is desert or semi-desert. It's home to Sahara Desert, the world's largest hot desert. Parts of the Sahara Desert in Libya are called the Libyan Desert. In the 16th century, the Ottomans took control of Libya. It is the fourth largest country in Africa and its capital and largest city is Tripoli. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements with reference to Santiniketan. 1. It was established in 1916 by Mahatma Gandhi. 2. It represents approaches toward Pan-Asian modernity that draw on folk traditions from across the region. 3. It has been added to the UNESCO World Heritage Sites list. How many of the statements given above are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3 or none? The correct answer is option B, only 2. Recently, Santiniketan, the home of the late Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore, has been added to the UNESCO World Heritage Sites list. Hence, statement 3 is correct. It was established in 1901 by Rabindranath Tagore. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. It is located in the state of West Bengal and represents approaches toward Pan-Asian modernity, drawing on ancient, medieval and folk traditions from across the region. Hence, statement 2 is correct. In 1921, a world university was established at Santiniketan, later recognized as Vishwabharati. Vishwabharati in Santiniketan is Bengal's only central university whose chancellor is the Prime Minister. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding the Enhanced Collaborative Autonomous Rover System or ECARS. 1. It is a multi-terrain unmanned ground vehicle. 2. It was developed by the Defense Research and Development Organization. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option A, 1 only. Recently, the Defense Minister unveiled the Enhanced Collaborative Autonomous Rover System at the North Tech Symposium. It is a cutting-edge 4x4 multi-terrain unmanned ground vehicle. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It was developed by Pune's Kalyani Strategic Systems Limited, a fully owned subsidiary of Bharat Forge. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. It is armed with an enhanced collision avoidance system and advanced mission planning capabilities, rendering it a dependable resource for a wide range of military situations. The speed ranges between 16 and 20 km per hour. It has a payload capacity of 350 kg and a towing payload capacity of 500 kg. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is, in the context of Indian biodiversity, what is the IUCN status of red-necked phalarope? Critically endangered, near threatened, vulnerable, or least concern? The correct answer is option D, least concern. Recently, a group of birders who visited Kurichi Tank in Coimbatore spotted a red-necked phalarope or Phalaropus lobatus. It is a fairly small shore bird known for spinning frantically on the water to stir up small invertebrates. It has a circumpolar distribution and is found in both boreal and tundra zones between 60 to 70 degrees latitude. These phalaropes can be found in coastal regions of the Arctic Ocean south to the Aleutians and northwest to Britain. In the winter, it spends most of its time on the ocean. The IUCN status of red-necked phalarope is least concern. During the breeding period, the species have chestnut red plumage from behind the ear to the downsides of the neck. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements with reference to the lithium. 1. It is a very hard metal that belongs to the alkali metals group. 2. It has the lowest density of all metals. 3. It does not react with the water. How many of the statements given above are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3 or none? The correct answer is option A, only 1. Recently, researchers at the University of Princeton have developed a technique that can drastically reduce the amount of land and time needed for the production of lithium. It is a soft silvery white metal that belongs to the alkali metals group of the periodic table of the elements. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. It is the lightest of the solid elements. It has the lowest density of all metals. Hence, statement 2 is correct. It reacts vigorously with water. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Its reserves are majorly concentrated in the lithium triangle in South America, Argentina, Bolivia, and Chile, with 50% of the deposits concentrated in these regions. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding the Operation Sajag. 1. It was conducted by the Indian Navy along the east and west coast of the country. 2. It facilitates revalidation of the coastal security mechanism and brings awareness among the fishermen at sea. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option B, 2 only. Recently, Operation Sajag, a drill involving all stakeholders of the coastal security construct, was conducted by the Indian Coast Guard along the west coast. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. The drill facilitates revalidation of the coastal security mechanism and bring awareness among the fishermen at sea. Hence, statement 2 is correct. During the drill, extensive checking and verification of documents and crew passes of all fishing boats, barges, and craft at sea was undertaken. Besides monitoring of those, island security and community interaction programs have been institutionalized under the coastal security construct. Biometric card readers have also been issued to security agencies. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Last question is, consider the following statements regarding the Yashobhoomi. 1. It is a state-of-the-art modern convention center located in New Delhi. 2. It is equipped with a state-of-the-art wastewater treatment system boasting 50% wastewater reuse. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option A, 1 only. Recently, the Prime Minister inaugurated the first phase of the India International Convention and Expo Center named Yashobhoomi in New Delhi's Dwarka. Yashobhoomi, or India International Convention and Expo Center, is a state-of-the-art modern convention center located in Dwarka, New Delhi. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It is equipped with a state-of-the-art wastewater treatment system boasting 100% wastewater reuse, provisions of rainwater harvesting. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. It will be among the world's largest MICE, that is meetings, incentives, conferences, and destinations. The project is developed around a cost of rupees 5,400 crores and has the largest LED media facade in the country. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Now it's time for the practice question. Consider the following statements regarding the Pralay missile. 1. It is an air-to-air tactical ballistic missile. 2. It can change its path after covering a certain range in mid-air. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.